Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a timeless tarot and oracle reading for you, asking what's coming towards you at the time of viewing this. Use your intuition, only take what resonates. If you'd like for me to pray for you, if you'd like other Saggies and cross-watchers to pray for you as well, simply say hi in the comment section. You're welcome to share what you're going through. It just provides us something that we can focus on that represents your energy. So we start with the message, block out distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention, Sagittarius. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. I always feel like that's in preparedness for something. It'll be interesting to see what the tarot has to say. We have, I am ready for something bigger, better, and brighter. Okay, well, there was a confirmation. I love Oracle and Tarot. It's so funny. There's a sense of humor to it, you know? It's like there's an irony. If you feel generous today, Saggy, hit the like button. Thank you so much. Helps the channel grow. It's like one of the coolest things you can do. And it helps other Sagittarians to get the chance to see the video. The algorithm gods say, okay, this isn't trash. And they help get the video out to more Saggies. All right. Of course, if you think it's trash, just don't hit the like button, okay? And be nice. All right, Sagittarius. What's coming towards my Sagittarius at this time? Please make it clear. Oh, we got the sun flipping but not flying. That's just kind of a footnote. That's a good footnote to have. Whenever the sun makes an appearance in the card reading, I just feel like it sheds a beautiful light over the whole thing. It says, if it's a tough reading, it says, hey, it's not going to be tough for too long. You know, and if it's a love reading, it's like, wow, this is going to be really special. Oh, we got the Six of Wands. This is success and victory. And we start with the Death card. Let's get into it, Sagittarius. Keeping it real, Sagittarius, as you always are. So something's moving out of your life. So the Death card actually, I think, is one of the most underestimatedly, if that's a word, positive cards in the tarot deck, because it's also a rebirth card. So it's literally saying, hey, listen, this time period or this era with this person or this place or job or whatever, it's really come to an end. Like, you've learned your lessons, you've worked through it, good job, slow clap. Now let's move it on out so that you can get some fresh energy through it. So this seems to be, comes out with a Hermit, so it can be somewhat spiritual. I mean, the Hermit card is major arcana, and it's like a wisdom card. It's old man on the wet mountain, sage card. So you might be withdrawing at the time that this is moving out of your life. You're going to be doing a lot of reflection, and then you're going to be looking at options. You got 2 sevens here. I'm going to show you these cards. So here's our Death card, right? And so it's moving something out of the way so that you can make space. But, you know, you're not going to just jump into something new. This is big enough that you need some time to process it. And some of you guys might be going back to your spiritual practices, whatever they may be. Maybe this tarot reading is one of them, just to kind of get back into alignment and process all of this. With a Hermit energy, this could be withdrawing your energy, and this totally makes sense why you would get block out distractions. In preparedness, you'll be going forward, evaluating things. You might be looking at your life, and whatever context this Death card comes into, maybe it's within your job, your career, maybe it's with your relationship, then you're going to be looking at your relationships, maybe certain cycles, or you're going to be looking at your employment in certain cycles, or rewards for all your efforts you've made up until now, and you're evaluating. You're basically taking a pause and asking yourself, is this enough? This is interesting because there's some similarities if you've got Cancer in your chart or you're working with a Cancer. There's a lot of similarities so far in their reading as well. But this is this pause, this giant pause where you're getting very real with yourself. That's why, you know, Oracle was like, block out distractions, because you're going to need to go deep here. Because what you're preparing for is whatever's being carried on all these options. This is a time for now considering all the options, knowing what you know up until now. Are you pleased with the amount of effort you've put into something? and what you've received back. And also taking accountability of your part you played there. And if you are not happy with what you received back after all that effort or that intention, here's an opportunity to tweak things. Maybe you take some classes, maybe you do some therapy, whatever it is. But the power is in your hands now. And that's when, after that, you're starting to consider options. This is when there's an outpour of not only opportunities and options, considerations, but maybe your imagination is just like running with things. And it's a time for considering it all, but it's also really important that you be discerning, because all that glitters is not gold here with the 7 of Cups. That is kind of the meaning of the cards. Look closely at these options, because from a distance, it seems all kind of lovely. And when you get closer, some of these cups, they hold treasure, and some of these cups hold serpents. So you will get to that. This is like the process after the death card. And that's the most important thing that you need to know about that. What's this 5 of Cups for my Sag? Sagittarius, this is going to be an extended for any of you guys who like really long readings. And we don't jump into advice and all that. That will be a link in the description box below. But for now, we've got this 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups talks about a disappointment, but not all is lost. You might be not willing to even turn around and see these full cups behind you. It might be a little too soon, even at the time of seeing this. We've got 3 of Swords here that suggests maybe there's been some sadness or disappointment. I'm not sure if the sadness and disappointment is all on your end either. Who's this Queen of Pentacles? You're getting some possible third-party energy or group energy here. I see there being a recovery here and wanting to take control of a situation by being open-minded. So what I'm seeing is there's a change in the energy. And it's not like everybody feels good right away. It's more like, okay, pull yourself up by your bootstraps a little bit. There's some cards that flipped but didn't fly. There's some of that third-party energy, the 3 of Cups right there. We've got the 3 of Swords. Sometimes when we see 3 of Cups, 3 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles, and then we see multiple face cards, like the King of Cups is here. There's multiple people. So I think this disappointment kind of radiates out. This is something that is moving through that affects others. But I feel like Sagittarius, you're feeling the need to take control of the situation. Like, okay, we got to, it's like you're being the shepherd. We got to steer these sheep somewhere. I feel that eyes are on you or something. And it's saying, keep an open mind. What's this 6 of Wands? Temperance card flies out. That's your energy right there. Wow. I like this. Oh, this turns out way better for you. The energy really changes. What's going on? I wonder if this is more other people's disappointment or somebody else's disappointment that I'm looking at. Not so much yours, but yet you're in it. You're enmeshed. Because what I see here is a transition that makes you very happy. We've got the victory card here. This is like taking a victory lap. This is also eyes are on you. You might be getting some people, and they might not even be out loud in front of others. They might be just privately getting a hold of you and being like, hey, seems like you're doing well. It seems like you made some good decisions here or whatever. The Temperance card suggests that there's been a major rebalancing. Patience and balance is huge for Temperance to occur. It's like a transition that where all the ingredients need to be perfectly measured out, right? It's like Temperance is alchemy. So for this transition to be a success, pay attention to the balance and be patient. Something, though, is going to occur that you don't expect, and it's going to be delightful. And it might be with your home. It could be with reaching a milestone or with your community. It could be in an event. This is the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups reminds us that where we least expect to find it, something delightful can occur. So see how drastic that energy changes? The Four of Wands. That's, let's keep going on that because it feels good. So whatever this is that's moving out of your life, and you respond by going within, getting your Zen master out, evaluating, and then considering all options. I think some of those options or that moving forward affects somebody else or other people. And despite that, in the end, you got to take control of the situation and keep going. And I think you're happier for it. Tell me more about this happier for it part. Well, it gets, you're out of disappointment. Like, there is something about this that that gets you out of upset or disappointment. So it might not be making everybody else happy, but I think it's making you very happy with a Six of Cups. Fascinating. Okay, so before I go into the extended, what advice can I give Sagittarius? Just based on what we have right now on the table, what advice can I give Sagittarius? Oh, okay, cool. So I'm taking this as a footnote. This is the Nine of Wands, and it's persevere and tolerance. It's tenacity, even if one is tired. But the card that chose to fly out for you is the Nine of Pentacles, and that is a fiercely independent card. This is somebody who invests in themselves and has the ability to make themselves happy because of the choices they make and because of the perspective they've gained. It can be a singlehood card if this is somehow a relationship context for you. But the energy that's coming from the tarot reading is like elated, and it's positive, and there's almost a sense of hope. Hope is and recovery. It's addressing something that I think was ready to move out of your life. When we hold on to the Death card, instead of letting go of these people, places, and events, instead of letting go, if we hold on, it can be very toxic in our lives. And that can look like, eventually it can look like depression. It can even eventually look like accidents or tower moments. So it's important that we, I always liken it to the leaves when they turn. It's like these trees, if they held on to their old, crumpled, dried out autumn leaves, they have to drop so that new leaves can bud and blossom. So this is a very healthy place to be. I think you're looking out for yourself, and it's a very practical energy coming through, like, got to do what you got to do. So I hope that is helpful, Sagittarius. Follow me on over to the extended if you'd like to go in deeper to the reading and get advice. And if this is where I leave you, I really appreciate you. If you've been here before and you enjoy these readings, consider joining the family, subscribe, and it's a loving family. And I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.